Oh, I switched.
Nice, nice. I think are we waiting on one more?
I think we're missing one, aren't we? Yeah. Well, it's okay. The other team's gonna call tails, so. We need another sub.
Do we need another film? Yes.
Which one? Which team? Tails. Tails.
Oh. Oh, what are we banning?
Are we playing? Oh, I mean, we can. Do we still want to ban? But what are the maps?
Yeah, should we just?
I'm looking. I'm looking.
7 now? Wait.
Oh.
Yep, there's 7. Nice.
Okay.
Okay, we're betting Icebox.
Yeah, just give us a second. banning fracture.
Side. Do we want defense first, team?
Yeah, defense first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. We lost coin toss.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, we have our 10th.
So we choose side and we're going with defense.
Wait, what side are we?
We're attacking.
We're attacking. A sense.
Select your agent.
Turret out.
Recalling my bot. Recalling my bot. Thirty seconds left. Last player standing.
Okay.
Ten seconds left. Flawless.
Daniel, we also can't hear your casting on YouTube. Oh, hold on. We're watching you in Derek's server for Ryan and Andres. Hold on.
Can you hear anybody from Discord?
I can hear
Oh, wait.
fine, but
Yeah, I can hear Kimmy through the stream.
I can hear everyone. I guess it's just they can't hear me through the YouTube stream.
Wait, yeah, I think we could hear like people in the lobby on the stream, but we can't hear Daniel.
I have no idea what the issue is. But I guess with that, once...
I can hear you through the stream now.
Oh, okay. That's good to hear. Once we wait for EJ's Wi-Fi to come back, then we will be restarting onto this game 1.
Oh, Deke is also out.
Huh? We're going to have to wait for our last player to regain his connection. Apologies for the technical difficulties. We do see our final player coming back on, and with that, we will be starting game 3, game 1 here for both teams. And now, seems all the players are ready to go, and we will be going into this last game. Oh, and we do have another crash coming in once again, but hopefully we'll be waiting for him to return. It does seem to be a crash with the game though, and not a connection problem, so this one should be resolved relatively quickly. But yeah, joining me here today with some commentating will be Cody. He is in the final match, but he will be over here making some comments along with me. So if you want to say hi, Cody, go ahead. Unless he is not currently present in the call at the moment. And finally, we do have our last player coming in, so if they are ready, we will be going in. But once again, we do have the white screen crash. It does seem to be a little bit of a difficult situation for Spike Chuckles or EJ over here. He is but it is quite fine. We're going to just wait on for this issue to be fixed as soon as possible. Obviously Valorant client is not the easiest to work with. There are moments when there are issues, and hopefully we could get into this next game pretty soon. With that, he has joined, and let's see if it will finally work out for him. And we do finally get a proper loading screen in, so now we will be seeing both teams getting on. And since we already know their team comps, maybe they'll be locking in incredibly quickly. Yep, and that's what we do see. Most of the players locking in onto the same agents that they were going to be originally playing. And let's finally get into this game 1 here between these two teams. Really excited to see what both teams can do. We have been seeing quite a lot of Ascent. As someone who's a big fan of Icebox and Haven as well, would be nice to see some new maps spread across the board. Perhaps Split, the new Breeze, although the new Breeze may be quite difficult to play for many people. There's also the new map Fracture, although many people do not have the best opinion on Fracture. Would be fun to see what these teams can do to the best of their ability on this map that is relatively new and has a very, very unique playstyle to it, as there are a lot of unique aspects to Fracture not seen in any other map into the game. But with that, we are on the loading screen, waiting, and let's see if all players are loaded in, and they are. So we are finally getting into this pistol round. Let's see what the attackers choose to do here. They were originally opting for an A push, but they're going to switch it up now over to B. And let's see if the defenders are ready for it. See a quick screen on the buyouts. A lot of ghost pickups and light shield pickups from both teams. But the Killjoy is waiting here on the defender side of B. Let's see what they can do. Quietly try an entry, and not a lot of noise being made, but so much space being created by the Jet here. And we'll peek out one. So much damage coming out. And the 6th player, the Killjoy turret, doing so much for the defenders right now.
Only will be heavily tagged, but will not fall, as the offense will be stalled.
And so much space created by the defense here. Jet pushed all the way up here. 94 does take some damage, but will back off, dashing out to safety. And let's see what's going to happen towards the middle of this map. The Omen Blind does come out, and they're getting so much mid control. And the Jet will go down. Let's see if the Omen can trade anything out. We'll get one. It's a 3v4 situation though, looking a little bit tough for the defenders here.
Killjoy realizing that they overextended. Returning back to B site.
Oh, but the Omen goes down towards mid, and that's so much control going over to the attacker side. KO, complete control of this A site. And let's see if Reyna will spot him out. He's going to spot out the Killjoy, gets one. And the Reyna is a fix back, but the KO will be able to get 3 kills, picks up the ghost. And that's
First
round
round.
going over for the attack.
2 attack, and they do get the spike plant off, earning 1 point towards their ultimate.
And does seem like Defender's Reina is having a little bit more of connection issues maybe. But nope, we'll be coming in just fine for the next game. Next round. And attacker is a lot hovered towards this A
Jet
side.
prepared for an early peek towards market. Towards B lane. Attackers will slowly push towards A. Sage knows that they picked up the orb.
A cheeky wall coming in. If they try and knife the wall, there may be a pick going over here. But they break it down instantly. A lot of players rotating over, and there's a fight going down into Catwalk. A lot of control created, and almost goes down. But we'll be able to get the kill onto the Sage. But the Killjoy turret comes out, not going down quite yet. But will finally be going down. Incredibly low. The Killjoy will also go down. 2 players only left on the defenders, but they had light by, so not too bad of a situation for them. And let's see what they're going to try and do in this situation.
3 players on
Omen
offense
spray.
have Ares.
Omen's coming out, but does get the pick onto, gets 2 on the classic pistol, and will dart the blinds, trying to go for it. Spots out 1 main, picks up the Marshall, able to tag, but not able to finish it off. The Ares getting the Reina, and that's 2 going for the attackers. Really solid performance there coming in. Even with the eco, Spike Chuck was able to get 2 with the classic pistol, helping out his team's economy a little bit more. And let's see what the buyouts are from both teams. Guns coming in all around, couple of Ares here and there with some rifles mixed in. And
No armor on the Jet.
And we'll stick to no armor. And you may see a peek out here coming in from both sides. There is one mid being pushed up. And maybe they spot one? They are going to spot one, but the kill goes over to the Reina. And they get the attackers get control. Immediately trading out with that kill onto CT.
Jet getting another push into Cat, but will not succeed.
Immediately takes down the blind. And really stuck in the situation and immediately goes down and able to get one, but will be instantly traded out. It's a 2v2 situation, but this Omen is kinda low. Let's see what the defenders will try to do on this retake and what the attackers will try to do to hold the site.
Reina breaking down the wall.
But the peek onto the area is not
Taking
going
an
to
entry
land.
onto the side.
It's a 1v2 situation, knows one is main. Tries to find out the other one, but the Ares from hell will get the kill. 3 going over to the Brimstone, and that's a 3-0 for the attacker so far.
That was a really unfortunate round for the defense team, especially since their buys were very equal despite their economies being much different. Now, this round, they'll have to light buy or save.
And going to see what the defenders are going to have to really switch it up to try and go back into this one. This round, obviously, they're going to be generally on the eco, but we do have a full buy out from 2 players, the Sage and the Jet. Maybe they need to be communicating their buyouts a little bit better. There are 2 Jets meeting in mid. Who's going to get the kill? The dash out coming in. More damage done by 1 Jet over the other. And Omen getting a lot of control, going way into B main. And let's see if anything's going to happen here. And the pick does come out from the defenders. They have a 4v5 situation. They should really capitalize on this. Even without the guns, they do have a chance. They do have the numbers advantage. They have
2 defenders mid.
They have so much control over space here. The attackers all stuck onto the A side. And we may see Omen meeting a couple people here, but she hears so many footsteps here. Will she be able to pick one off potentially? And will the attackers try and play the middle of the map? The flash is gonna come out, and she's gonna get caught out by the flash. The KO flash, incredibly well timed to make it back into a 4v4 situation. Looking a little bit more tough for the attackers. And the immediate frags coming out to get complete control over mid. And we only have 2 defenders on towards A. And I think the attackers can just take a free B side over here. And that's exactly what they're going to do. A little bit of an aggressive peek out by the Sage, not knowing that there are people here, but able to get the frag out. But blinded by the Reyna, playing a little bit of safer position, but on the reload will go down, and we have a 1v3 situation. Killjoy, the last player standing in this tough 1v3 situation, but will pick up the Vandal. Let's see if that's able, but so much noise being made, and will be peeked, and the Brimstone getting the kill to finish it off. A 4-0 situation for the attackers so far.
The Omen lurk was super unfortunate, but KO had a very smart play knowing Omen was lurking mid. Because at the start of the round, when they showed A, Omen smokes did not appear onto site, meaning he must have been onto B. So that was a very well-placed flash. Props to KO.
Yep, I completely agree. I think that flash might have been a complete turning point to the round. It gave so much space over to the attackers and basically allowed them to get complete control over mid, get 2 great picks into tiles and deep mid, and it gave them control. Gave them complete control. But the Marshall pick immediately coming out, the defenders once again another 4v5 advantageous situation, but will they be able to capitalize on this? Defenders, they have pretty good control over space, and the attackers forced to use the Killjoy ultimate, but there's no way for the defenders to bring that down, and Killjoy just may get detained here if she doesn't find a good timing to run out. And she's just gonna get caught in stairs, and I feel like the attackers will just aggress the situation, and he's gonna go down, detained, and peeks out Jet on the Marshall, but will also go down. It's a 3v4 situation, a 2v4 situation. The attacker, such a great side take with that Killjoy ultimate. Now, Reyna, the last one standing here, all alone, finds one going into market, but isn't spotted out, and the blind comes out, but will be so much damage just done. The blind comes out. Will he be able to get any picks? Try and get some guns off of this attacker side, or will he just play it safe? The flash coming through, and Steppy able to get another 3 kills on the KO. Really strong performance coming in from the attackers. Utility usage really strong to use that Killjoy ultimate, follow along into it, and defenders, even with these early picks, they're not able to close out these rounds. So let's see what they're gonna have to do. Cody, what do you think the defenders kind of have to switch it up? They're getting good picks into the early moments of the round. What do you think they kind of have to switch up to get themselves back into this game?
Well, they need to react more to the picks they're taking. Right now, they're just treating the picks as just, oh, hey, cool, we got a pick. Instead of taking the information that one person's down and adjusting accordingly to either, do a little trade out or to just close out the round. Right now, we're not seeing any of that.
A little bit of an
Reyna getting information on this stage.
They know that there's a Killjoy here, but doesn't clear dices, but only on the ghost. What can do? Nothing. And it's a 2v5 situation and a 1v5 situation. Omen, the last one, just with this Ares. Here's the aggressive push, but will fire the bullet, and they know where the Omen is. Incredibly tough situation. Here's the footsteps right behind, and it's the Reyna, but able to get trade 1, able to get 2, and will be instantly traded out by Namja Finesser on the Jet.
Very well done by the attackers. Just
Really
clearing side all the way with full speed, no stops.
Really strong take by them, I agree. Winning a lot of those fights with the aim duels, but also using a lot of good util, and the Jet on the defenders, a little bit of an aggressive move there to jump out with the knives, and that just gives a free kill over to the attackers, able to get that Empress off, really capitalizing off of it. And an instant peek onto mid. They know that there's 2 mid top, and that knife comes out. It doesn't scan anyone though, so they might know that there's one pizza, but let's see what this Reyna can do with this hold on the Phantom. They're gonna instantly peek in, but Reyna able to get the kill, and it's another 4v5 situation. Advantages over to the defenders. Let's see if they can do as Cody said and really try and react to these picks.
KO freely pushing onto mid due to the Omen smoke.
So much space control coming out. Push completely outside of B. And the attackers are rotating to spawn. But will Jet know that they're rotating out to spawn? She's not going to be holding it and will be picked off. The timing, quite unfortunate. And they also are able to get mid control over this. And now attackers just have a really good entry onto the B site. That's a 1v4 situation. Killjoy the only one here. Reyna and Sage stuck onto the A side, and they know that they don't have mid control, so they're a little bit scared to be peeking this. And Killjoy all by herself onto site will get picked up. Speedway will not go down yet, but will go down following. And Reyna able to get one, but it's a 1v3 situation, not the easiest.
30
And Reynas will be peeking into each other, but Ben able to get the kill, and it's 7-0 going over to the attackers.
Great peek by Reyna on the offense team, knowing that they were market. They did have other people clear out CT, and so that was just a great quick peek, and they got a headshot off of it.
I really don't
DK
think the Reyna was expecting that at all.
Not at all. DK, what do you think the defense has to do to win the game? Or at least decrease the round deficit?
In my opinion, I think the defense, they're playing the space well, but I think there seems to be some miscommunication going on. I feel like they need to communicate a little bit better, because if these early picks are coming out, then they should be having the advantage in space control and information, but they're yet again
with the orb.
Once yet again, they're getting another advantageous pick here. They really have to play up these 4v5s, communicate better where they are seeing these people,
You should run.
because they're just letting the attackers get easy side takes, even with the numbers advantage on their side.
Gun here.
I think they should just back off here from this Killjoy ultimate and just play off the retake, as they have a numbers advantage. But now the attackers know that they're flanked, but it's fine because they do have a numbers advantage. So much more space coming in from the defenders. But once again, the attackers able to capitalize off of what they're doing, and it's a 2v4 situation.
Last player
And now a 1v4 situation once again.
See ya.
And Jet able to get instantly 2 picks out here, but that KO Molly will slow down her push. Let's see if he's able to get the peek. He knows that there's one behind Dice, saw the drop, and the flash will be dropped, but he hears it. Will peek out, will dash out to safety, but really has to try and take this one for his team. And now that will deny his ability to use any abilities. One behind Jenna, one behind Dice's here, and will be peeked out from Dice's, and the kill going over. Attackers seem to have really strong communication here.
Yeah, the moment they get a piece of information, you'll see them rotate. They knew the Sage was sticking A from the wall and the slow, and they just stuck on orb until all the util vanished, and defense was just not quick enough to rotate.
I agree. I think the defense they don't even have to be quick to rotate. I think they just need to play it a little bit better together. They really just need to make sure that they're playing together as a team, especially when they have the numbers advantage. Make as much use of that numbers advantage as possible. Trade out the kills for each other, and then they should be able to take out a round here. But KO getting mid control here. We peeked out by the Jet, but the Marshall wins, and once again a 4v5 situation. The defenders, can they finally capitalize off this early pick? And they're giving up a lot of space onto B. I guess they are going for a little bit more of a safe rotate, but once again, the attackers just winning these aim duels, playing together as a team so well. And another kill coming out onto the Jet here for the attackers. It's a 2v4 situation, and Omen, the last one left on the Judge. But the door is closed. We'll pick up the Vandal. But
They did hear Omen's footsteps.
and they do know that with that kill onto Namja Finesser, that there is the Omen right here. Opening the door, really smart play. Make the Omen check more angles. I think there's a really good door open. But Omen able to win the gun duel here. And it's a 1v3 situation, looking really tough. And will go down, only 11 HP, a little bit tough. But defenders, wow, 0-9. They've been able to get all these first bloods. I think it'll be very interesting to see how many first bloods are actually over towards this defenders team once you get to the end of the game, because they've been getting so many first bloods. It's just how are they able to capitalize on these first bloods, and it doesn't seem like they've been able to really convert off of that to the best of their abilities.
We actually see offense, the attackers getting a good idea of the defender strategy, as you see with the KO lurk mid, preventing any rotates to flank from A.
And a quick potential peek in from both of the Reynas to get mid control, and they do hear so many B. And we see Jet on the knives here, but the KO knife misses, so Jet still has the ability to use her knives, but that Molly will obviously slow it off. And the defender's using Killjoy ultimate, but a little bit on a safe angle. It still gives attacker side control. And the attacker's playing this really well. Just a really good side take. The defender's playing it patiently, really smart as well, in my opinion, to play together as a team better. Maybe go for trade. One close onto market though, but they don't clear it, and KO's able to get 2 from that market position. And once again, the attackers come out with the Killjoy, and another kill coming off to the attackers. Only 2 players left. 1 to TT, only 1 player left on the defender side. On the Sage. But a jiggle peek coming in, not able to get the kill. A little bit of a lag, it seems to be. Not able to see these players. And there is someone coming from mid as well. They're just gonna try and bombard her, trying to get the knife. But Namja Vanessa just gets it with the classic pistol. Seems like they all wanted to go for that knife at the end.
Man, what can you do? That was a 1v5, and even with knives, I doubt any person would have been able to hold out against that.
Yep.
A very interesting fight with a whole bunch of counter ults against each other, just one after another,
and it
with the attackers eventually prevailing.
And it does seem like the map pick might have been pretty pivotal into determining who is going to get the advantage into this game. Attackers obviously getting the map pick and almost picked up by the Killjoy, but she's only on the pistol and able to get that kill. They do have mid control as well. They're pushing into this B and mid, but a trade coming out. It's a 2v5 situation, but what guns do the defenders have? They're not on the most optimal guns. Jet trying to play out the lurk here, and immediately Reyna goes down, but Jet doesn't clear that angle and tries to go for the rifle, does pick it up, and Jet is on the mid control on the flank coming back, but will be picked off mid by the KO. Let's see if Jet is able to capitalize on this, but KO hears it and the flash will be thrown out, but hearing the flash will peek out after the flash pops, but still Steppy able to win that peak duel. 21 kills going on for Steppy. Absolutely stellar performance.
Very unfortunate by the defense. I think they're a little tilted, judging by their performance. At the later end of that round, you'll notice that they were actually isolating from each other. Sage and Reyna could have had a 2v2 with 2 people on site, or 2v2 in mid with 2, you know. But instead they opted to split up, going for 2 1v2s, which both are unfavorable and are just very bad fights to pick.
Yep, Brim has yet to die yet, actually. We do have a 0 kill Brim, and the defenders chose to completely stack the A side, but the attackers are on the B side, and this is a free take for them.
Oh no, Reyna ulting.
But mid control here might be huge. If Killjoy gets bought up the KO, but the trigger patience coming in. But we'll just decide to go for the kill here. We'll peek out in, but we'll be able to get the kill. It's a 3v4 situation. The defenders are going to try and play this retake. The ultimate coming out, the Sage res. It's a 4v4 situation. They kind of have a chance. The kill coming out, the Empress reset comes through. The Reyna's gonna peek here into each other, but Ben able to get that kill. But there's 2 players right behind him, and he throws out the blind, but will be instantly peeked out. And it's a 2v2 situation. So little time remaining. It's the last round and a half. Will the defenders be able to get on the scoreboard before the half ends? But they're not clearing market, and one goes down to market. It's a 1v2 situation. It's not looking too easy for them, and the shot's not landing. And Namja Vanessa able to get 3k, and that's just a 12-0 situation. And the sides are switched. Let's see if anything can change going into this. And yeah, Brim has indeed finally died, his first death going into this round. But it's looking really tough for the attackers. A 12-0, potentially 13-0. They really do have to capitalize on what they can do in this pistol round. They are hovering towards the B side. Maybe they're gonna go for a fast take. Seems like they have been forced to be the side to play more patiently while they were on the defenders, so maybe they are going to be more aggressive, try and switch it up on the second half of the game. So
good work.
Let's see what's gonna happen here. 2 players holding onto the B side, just Brim and Reyna. So many more players onto the A side, and the immediate smokes come out, but Ben able to get an immediate pick off, gets 2. holding the site so patiently by himself. He's going to see that there are people on site, but he does get blinded and is trying to get shot down by the Omen, but he gets 3. Will he be able to get 2 more? Is it the ace coming out for him? He's only at 2 HP though. And he's going to peek out. Oh, but he's going to go down to the wallbang, but only 1 person remaining. And that is a 13-0 going over. An incredibly strong hold coming in from Ben. Getting 3 kills, 3 amazing picks. Incredibly fast. And with that, we are just going to be going to a quick map 2 here.
A very unfortunate game, but let's see if that team can just pull it back in game 2.
I'd really like
to
bring some attention to how many first bloods the defender is able to get. A total of 6 across these 13 rounds. So it does seem like it wasn't the aim duels. It seems like it wasn't necessarily always the aim or just the players themselves that were the factors between these differences. I really think that since the attackers were able to get some practice in before coming into this match, that maybe they just had they were a little bit more warmed up. So I think the defenders with that game, they might come out a little bit harder for the next, and we'll be very curious to see what they are going to be able to do in the second map. So very curious to see what will be going on in the second map. And as the players are gradually joining the call, we will be setting up for our second game here. So with that, the coin toss went over to team 1. So team 3, you could pick the side or the map.
We picking the map.
The map. What map would you guys like?
Haven.
Haven, and we will be finally seeing a map not ascend or bind in this tournament. We do see Haven being picked up here, and with that, team 1, if you want to pick which side you would like to start on this Haven map pick. Attackers, and we will see both teams switching over their sides right now. That we will be having a short break. We will be starting the next match at 6:50, and with that, that was map 1. Both teams splitting back up into their calls one by one, and we will be excited to see if the map pick was the issue. We're going to be watching out what will change into this map 2, and how team 1 can really try and come back into this one after really tough map 1. Just a really strong performance coming in from team 3. They look really strong. Obviously having a really good performance yesterday as well, but sadly going down to team 4 in a close map 1, especially on the ascent map pick as well. But yeah,
I mean, I feel like the two teams aren't that far behind in terms of skill. I just think they just got slightly edged out in terms of just overall macro of the game, where certain agents were positioned at certain points of time. I just felt like offense just did it way better. But
I would really have to agree. As Lincoln has stated last night, Ascent being obviously an incredibly balanced map on both sides, but defenders had so many good picks to play off of. But maybe they just weren't. But it did seem like there were times when they weren't coordinating their buys together very properly. we saw very few. I feel like we saw very few full buyout rounds coming in from their team. So maybe they need to manage their econ a little better, communicate amongst the team how they decide to play these rounds out. I just think that is the biggest factor. I think once they get that communication going, once they are more warmed up together as a team, I feel like they can really come back into this one still though. Knowing that there were a lot of great points where they were just able to like win out duels, win out aim fights. So very curious to see how this will turn out for round 2. Just wanting to see if they could change it up how they are playing the macro.
Yeah, I agree, and I know that Team 1 is actually capable of just having great macro, because round 1, the pistol round, first pistol round, we had a unique 5-point strategy by the defense with a defense player just jump peeking from short, A short, all the way into market, just jump peeking it, making sure that there's no B, like there's no mid to B push. And so they had information that it had to be either just B main or A main, and the strategy just, it was a really good one. They just got out-fragged in that game. But then from there, it just devolved. If you look at the econ graphs from game 1 all the way to game 12, the red team never lags behind, with the exception of round 3, with both teams buying very similarly. But after that round, they just continued to buy, light buy, and they never truly had an edge.
And yeah, I think especially Team 3, when being on the attacker side, seemed like they had really good communication, really strong takes coming in from them to use their util to peek in together, trade each other out from these kills, or just straight up win these gunfights. So yeah, I think that was just a huge factor into what made them so strong, especially being able to be on the attacker side, which is a lot more dependent on really good communication, as side takes need to be really well coordinated.
Team 3 actually locking in Yoru.
We do see Austin coming out on the Yoru. Obviously Yoru not a popular pick, especially in the pro player meta. Doesn't have the greatest utility. People only talk about how he has outplay potential, but other than that, just there's nothing much more than that. It's just he has flashes, good outplay potential, maybe good information with the ultimate, but with the exception of that, it doesn't seem like he brings too much to the team just in general.
Your agent.
I agree. Yoru is not a bad agent, but it's just that the other agents offer more. They're either more specialized, they're more general, they just offer better value.
And we do see triple duelist coming out from the attacker side. Nope, and a quick switch over to Sage. And we do see a lot of role swap coming in from the defender side. Nabi moving on from Killjoy over to Jet. And Namja Finesse taking over that, obviously, Yoru pick. And of course Josh staying on with the smokes. But Steppy moving over to Sentinel with the new chamber.
Ben K moving on to Sky, Initiator.
And we are going to see this next round coming in. As someone who personally has played with Nabi very many times, I'm very curious to see what she is going to do on this Jet pick. She is very commonly known to play Killjoy a lot, so I'm really curious to see what she's going to do while playing on this Jet pick, if that will change her playstyle at all. Just really looking forward to seeing what will happen here.
Attackers seemingly ready to go to A. Let's see how Yoru and Sky can react to this push.
And Yoru is holding on to the shorty here, so if they do enter through short, he could get 1, maybe even 2. Because he has a teleport as well. And they do get flashed out, and Sky is running to a short, but they do spot him out. And he's just going to use the teleport out to get out safely. And Ben spotting them out is going to pick it off. And or Yoru peeks out. A lot of damage coming out, but it's a 45 situation going in. The attackers have the numbers advantage, but Ben able to get one on the ghost, but will probably go down to this raise nade. Not able to get one. It's a 3v4 situation. The attackers have the numbers advantage.
All set up. Teleport's ready.
And let's see what the defenders will try to do in this 2v4 retake situation. The chamber trying to land the shots out, but not able to. And Omen's just going to try and break this wall, and they're all going to be ready for it. The raise nade already coming out, and here's the movement from the Sage.
There's just so many angles they could possibly be. Omen has a very bleak chance of winning this. Smoking off the entry to site so we can have a
Free peek onto the
yeah.
left corner. Able to
One
pick
peek
up
on
the
the-
ghost, but once in the smoke, and he's just gonna go down. And Sage with the 3k, and attackers
his
coming
smoke being
back.
his own undoing with Sage just lurking in it. That was very unfortunate.
And I do have some insider information that potentially this Yoru pick was due to the potential desire to get Boba from a certain someone who said maybe if you try getting a shorty kill on the Yoru, potentially Boba will be coming your way.
Cover going up.
But we do see attackers playing towards garage. Really good take with the guns that they have. A lot of wall-bangable angles right there.
Omen going to peek down C long. Will Chamber notice?
I don't think Chamber will. They just miss each other, but they know that there's a lot in garage. And let's see if this Chamber's able to get any kills. But just gonna get spammed down by the Ares on the top one on top, but he gets flashed. And the entry coming in quickly from the attacker side. And once again, we have Yoru again on the shorty.
Spike planted.
And let's see what this team will be able to do in this situation. The flash coming out, but will just be sprayed down from the Odin. And Ben spots out one from that angle, but not able to get it. It's a 3v4 situation, but they're on not the most optimal vibe. But Ares just running through the Ares spray, and Omen is so low. Once again, all alone, and the Ares will be able to get him down through the wall, and that is the second round going over to the attackers.
What a great wall by Sage and Garage, forcing the defenders to just walk diagonally through the wall, meaning that they to the attackers they peek more slowly because there's not as much horizontal movement.
And with that, we will be moving on towards the next round. A lot of split buys, a lot of rifles. We do see a Judge and 3 Ares. And see if the attackers can keep on the lead. And he's sitting in with a Judge here. The dog will spot him out. He throws out the flash. Is going to peek in. Will get one. Will he get to trade out another? Will not. And the Ares coming through. We immediately traded out. And Sky just falling back to safety. Does spot one going into hell. And the comms will come out, but he's blinded and will just get the kill. And the Sky dog comes out. It's a 2v2 situation. The defender's kind of an advantage, but the Omen able to get 3 kills on the Ares. It's a 2v2 situation. Will the ace potentially come out?
Omen smoking out the entrance.
And one running up towards heaven and one towards CT, but again the smoke is probably going to come out onto heaven. So a little bit of tough situation for the defenders on this retake here.
Sky pushing onto
The
site.
drop, but it's not audible for them. And let's see if the peak comes out. And the peak quickly comes out. It's a 1v2 situation, and they are expecting the push out from long. Oh, they're not, and it's a 4K, but he's sticking the defuse, will not be sticking it. Gets off of it, gets the kill, and will be taking the first round for his team. But really stellar performance from the Omen on that Ares. Able to get 4 kills. Potentially even an ace almost there onto that last one, but had to peek as there was bomb being defused.
Defenders force the light again. Well, actually, that defense has a lot of scattered buys.
Yep, and the attackers generally rifles coming out. One Ares pick up, and let's see if they can capitalize on this gun advantage. The Marshall hold onto C long, but now they are slowly playing into the garage. Here's the dog.
Spike rotating onto A. Say, Sky rotated.
And the defenders are
unfortunately.
completely just off of the A side.
It appears they're expecting a B mid.
And the flash comes through, gets them, and kill into garage. Oh, peeking out, but the Ares just wins from those angles. Obviously, being able to do way more damage through the wall with high wall penetration.
Yoru getting flank onto the offense.
Holding with the Guardian of the Omen. We're about to blind 3 out, but the wall comes out from the Sage. Such a timely wall. And we're going to see a 4v4 situation. The headshot coming out onto the Sage who is trying to plant the bomb. And let's see what is going to happen here for the defenders now. Only 2 players remaining, but able to get one. And another one going down. They made it back into a 2v2 situation. They're making it a little bit easier for them. Here's a Euro flash, but the running and will not be able to shoot it down. And Omen trying to get better position onto the bomb, but will be spotted out by the Jet and will go down. And that is another round going over to the defenders. 2v2. Incredibly close game we're seeing here.
Good try.
Yoru gaining an ult from that spike defuse.
And let's see how both teams will choose to buy out. Attackers still have decent money, but I think they are communicating that they're going to go a little bit more for a light buy. Save until everyone can potentially get a buy. And the defenders,
Back soon.
other than the
defenders
chamber,
actually having
the
a little
ultimate.
better buy.
Yep, with the chamber on the ultimate, and having 4 ultimates, we may see a lot of ultimates here actually. 7 totally available. And the teleport being dropped. He drops the feet, but is walking with the feet, but will get spotted out and probably will go down to the Ares spam. And yeah, Ares is just a really tough gun to use. But that Sky ultimate will probably spot out that a lot of them are hovering towards the A site,
Found one.
which means that a lot will be leaving the C site.
Found one.
And
Sage lurking onto C while the rest of their team. Oh, no, we're seeing a rotate. We're seeing a rotate C.
but the attackers do have a numbers advantage. The dash immediately coming in from the Jet, down to 55, but not going down quite yet. But attackers have the number advantage. They really commit for a good side take here, especially onto C. No one's here.
Thanks.
Sage and Reyna committing to a site take.
No one is C and no one is garage. But the blind's coming in. And they have complete garage control. And that should be a free site going over to them. The flash coming out. Flash is at the Jet. And it's a 4v5 retake.
30 seconds left.
And they know that there's at least one CT. But the attackers not having ideal buyouts on a lot of their teammates. And this wall, very interesting. But all 5 members on the attack are still alive. And does updraft onto the wall. And will still be alive. No one going down quite yet. But this Reyna will be going down. But immediately traded out. And another engage on. It's a 2v2 situation. Many players incredibly low. They are going to clear the angle, but Omen able to get the pick, obviously being way more healthy. And the final pick, will he know that there's the last one onto the bomb, but does not, and will be going down. And that's the 3rd round going over to the attackers, and will barely survive from the bomb, and will be able to retain the Ares.
That was a very interesting side take on C for both sides. Both defenders and attackers didn't know if anybody was working C and had to play it super slow, but as a consequence alerted the other team to their presence way behind the site, and so we just had both teams just rushing in at the same time. Thankfully, due to the attacker Sage, the defenders did not take the site at the same time as them.
And Sky holding here with the Sheriff, gets off a body shot, but will just instantly back off. Spots at the Yuri with the ultimate. They're all gonna know that he's like right here, but obviously if he just has a teleport setup, it should be quite alright. And the attackers obviously with the gun advantage, capitalizing on it. Defenders only on pistols.
Sky ult.
But Yoru is on the flank,
Revealing
but
Yoru's location.
trying to get close is not able to. And somehow that raise bot comes all the way around over towards CT. They know that there's at least one, and they're gonna be holding heaven probably here as well. Actually, no one's holding heaven, but unsure if this chamber can get a safe drop. Yep, and we'll go down to that area spam one, also in hell. And the running are coming in from the Ares, obviously with the Sheriff, a little bit of a tough situation to be able to hit fast moving targets.
Forced into the same situation as round 1 into the Sage Wall on A. Very unfortunate. We see 3 ults on attackers and 1 ult on defense. Let's see how this round pans out. A full buy on defense and 1 Ares on offense.
I think if the attackers time these ultimates well, even with the full buyouts, the defenders should be a little bit in a tough situation though.
Their econ is close to being drained, and if they lose this round, they will have to.
And the GMP coming in from the Sage, but chooses to play it safe and goes for the teleport instead. But that means attackers, they're going to try and aggress this site, knowing that the chamber teleported out to safety. But wow, Sage being just dealt so much damage here. And the Raze also going down, but will be stunned. Will he be able to get traded? He will not. And it's a 2v4 situation.
Oh, Jet missing her first shot, unfortunately.
But a 2v3 situation, but able to get the shot, and once again a trade coming out, and really strong hold in from the chamber to make sure that no one comes onto the C site.
3-4 defense offense, seeing a pretty close game in Haven. What an interesting game to watch.
I absolutely agree. Steppy just absolutely just really said, yeah, you're not coming onto the site. Instantly teleports after safety, but runs back in after collecting all of his utility and just absolutely just aim duels out aim duels 3 and just able to get those picks and make it a lot easier. And the Marshall kill coming out onto Sky on towards the A side. Yours hitting here will be stunned, but the damage obviously not coming out as the dog didn't land exactly in.
You will not.
And he's gonna flash out, but the timing of the flash is not great, and he's gonna go down. And it's a 4v5 situation with that Sage res coming out, and the attackers are gonna get a really strong take here. But Josh able to get one, but will be instantly traded out. And let's see what the remaining defenders can do on this retake situation. So Sage Wall instantly comes out. The dog comes on top, and they know that at least the but chamber on the flank here, Steppy, will he be able to get multiple? But holding here close is the Sky. He's holding the wide angle though, and Sky just gonna get an easy kill right there. And let's see what's gonna happen in this situation. Jet still alive, spots one out behind Chug, not able to get the kill, and last one remaining is Ben on the Sky, but will just get sprayed down, knowing that he only has a Marshall, and that goes once again for the defenders. But attackers holding really strong, and obviously Haven being a 3-site map, people will generally say attackers do have the advantage generally on this map. 3 sites means 1 more site to hold on the defender side, so obviously attackers doing a great job capitalizing on that attacker's advantage. And defenders
I feel like defense isn't too far behind either, being able to rotate almost as quickly as the attackers.
Oh, yeah, I agree. And the first is coming from the Yoru. He's making an aggressive push up, creating so much space out. And let's see if he peeks out into the Sage. Nope, but he just gets a really nice position here. So if the defenders just play this 2 B and C sites, then Yoru should be able to get these picks on the A side. But no, he decides to push out and will go down to the Sage. And that opens up so much space for the attackers. Let's see what's going to happen here. The Raze nade coming in. The Raze bot coming in, excuse me. And they are going to just
ulting A and noticing the site is clear.
And that should be a free take.
To rotate A.
And that should be a free take for the attackers onto the A side. Let's see what they try and do. A teleport into heaven, spots one out, will cancel. And the wall coming in once again from that Sage. That same wall that has been winning them so many rounds, but Steppy able to get the kill into heaven.
All set up.
And the flash coming out. But
Omen
gonna go down. And NRX getting so many
Last
here on the
player
Sage.
standing.
Willies, let's see if he's getting the running gun and he's gonna get his 4th kill. Completely full sprinting.
4
NRX.
kills for offense, Sage.
NRX absolutely disrespectful there, just fully sprinting out, getting that 4K. Potentially could have even been the ace, but his teammates stole it from him. And with that, attackers taking on another round. Really strong Omen ultimate into the A side. The timing, defenders, none of them were on there. Knowing that this Yoru pick was huge. Knowing that no one else would play the A side because he was so aggressively pushed up. And the attackers once again hovering towards the A side. Omen the only one holding here, but has a Marshall. This long range peek angle could be quite beneficial for him. And the Fuzz is coming out, and let's see if they're going to try and blind him out. Nope, they're not going to, but he's just going to teleport out safely. But that opens up A side for them, but I don't think the
3
attackers
people
obviously
rotating A
know.
side.
I don't think the attackers obviously know, but even then, hearing that, they are going to just choose to come here. They do know that Sky is here, but they still choose to commit to the site. The Marshal coming out, but not any damage coming out. No damage still coming out from both sides, and no one going down quite yet, and the kill coming in from Spike Chuckles on the Sky. And let's see how the defenders try and respond to this with their retake situation. 4v5, the wall once again coming in. That Sage wall has just been so annoying. They haven't been able to play around it. But all the NRX is gonna go down. He tried to go for the running gun, expecting them not to be waiting for this. But no, it's a 3v4 situation, so the attackers still on the advantage, and they are in good spots. The bomb is planted safely. Chamber, the last one standing. Omen getting so many kills, gets 3, and is able to clutch out for a round. Clutch out the round for her team. Incredibly strong performance from this attacker side. Finally, just things switching up so much. Their movement as a team just has been so much faster than this first map. They've really been able to play more aggressively, more together as a team. Instant trades coming out, really good peak timings coming out, and they're just have the advantage in this first half. They're the ones controlling the game.
Yeah, I see like every criticism we had about them in game 1, they've appeared to patch, and they're playing much better in game 2.
And we do see Namja Vanessa on the Euro just hiding here, but we'll spot out, and Jet will also be spotted out here
Blocking sight.
into garage. The immediate smoke comes out,
You're
and
ready to ult.
Handle this.
and spots
And
out
Reyna
2
getting
instantly onto
spawned
close. But Jet also pushes out aggressively, but will go down. And Yoru a little bit in a tough situation. He doesn't have any teleports, and just the attackers swarm him. It's a 3v5 situation. The attackers playing really patiently,
I've
and
got
the
your
defenders
trail.
a little bit overstepped there by the duelists, and will go down. But Step be able to hold one at the site, but will be instantly traded out. But not Josh, able to just get another one, and it's a 2v3 situation. And let's see what this retake will be done. We may see the same Sage wall coming in by the Sage if she still has her wall, and setting it up. NRX puts up the exact same wall, but this time it will be instantly taken down. They were waiting for it.
Attackers now know there's no one on their flank, and both people are either heaven or rotating from the.
And they're gonna come in from the CT side, but Ben able to get such a quick pick off. The flash comes out, he drops, and they're able to trade it out. They made it into an advantage situation for the smoke here. They're going to stick the bomb, and they're unsure if there's one long or short, but Sky has to play aggressive here. They did half the bomb though, but will get picked out by this guy. But Ben able to flick over onto the short and able to get that kill, closing out the round for his team.
Stop that shit.
But really good patience by Spike Chuckles to wait, and just
Last round in the half.
so close. If he was just able to get that first pick onto the Sky, sitting on the bomb, onto Ben, then maybe force it
Defender is
into a
scratching
duel
it
situation.
very close on their econ.
And it's the last round of the half, and Namja Finesser once again opting for the judge.
Let's see how this pans out. No ult on defenders, but 2 on offense. The Reyna and the Raze.
And the offense does have better buyouts, and just honestly, I think, and Ben does have the ultimate now with that orb take, but if the attackers just had a little bit of a better agent to be holding onto the op, they could definitely just use an op here. But Jet able to get that kill here onto Garage, but she is kind of stuck all by herself. Is she able to get one? No, she is not, but this flash comes in instantly from the Sky and the ultimate. And the Sky ultimate lands onto the Reyna, but not able to get the pick. And the pre-fire shot from Ben, able to get that kill right onto NRX. Absolutely ridiculous. In a 2v4 situation, the attacker's in a little bit of tough situation, but Reyna does have the Empress indeed.
One enemy remaining.
Only one player remaining. Namjoon is able to get the kill. They know that the last one is Cubby, I think, and they're able to get the kill surrounding the Rays from all directions.
The first half of game 2 ending off at 5-7. Let's see how both teams play in the second half.
Absolutely insane pre-fire shot by Ben. The reaction time on that, just really, really ridiculous. And man, that has to be one of the best shots we've seen so far in this tournament.
Person peeking just did not expect that.
Just as a Valorant player myself, imagining peeking out from an angle only to die to a pre-fire at only 0.1 seconds into your peak is just, it's just so tilting. Your mental will definitely be affected by that.
Seems like attackers want to go 4C with a Yoru lurking, getting info or getting a flank on.
But we do
Let's
have
see how this
Reyna
pans out for
holding in behind Plat here. Not an angle that a lot of people actually do forget to clear. And the dog does come through, but he will also be blinded, and Plat will be cleared. Oh, actually Plat will not be cleared, so but they do know, and they are just going to just run in, peek in.
Oh, Yoru getting a huge flank on the defenders.
Team 3 once again just able to perform so well. And the attacker side tries to teleport out, but will go down. The utility from the Rays able to get 2 for her team. And it's a 2v2 situation, but she also has the nade reset from those 2 kills. And let's see if she's gonna clear off this backside. And Narc's able to get the kill, but one backside. And let's see if he's able to clutch this out for his team. He's gonna try and come out with the heal. And he's able to get the thing. It's a 1v1 situation. Last one remaining. And he's able to get the 3rd kill as well. He's gonna clutch it out for his team.
Oh my god!
What a retake. All by himself.
Sage shooting the dead body of Chamber.
Absolutely insane retake all by himself to instantly get the dink out onto backside, knowing that there's one there. Gets the kill off and peeks back around the truck and able to get that round for his team.
Sage BMing at the end for a little extra flavor. Let's see how the attackers will react to that.
And let's see what the attacker strategy will be. Obviously Yoru trying to play around the shotguns, but on the attacker side it is a little bit more difficult, especially if the defenders choose to play long angles, so it's going to be a lot more difficult.
Defenders playing a standard 5-point, Omen taking an off angle.
But they do go for the garage here, knowing that they have the buy advantage. But they do have to watch out for this Yoru, who has been commonly holding on to this Bucky. And let's see. The attackers try and take the garage. Obviously garage, one of the best options to take when you are on an eco round.
Yoru pushing through the smoke.
You're pushing through the smoke,
Getting
gets the
info.
information, but will teleport out to safety, but does get a lot of damage done. And the attackers, they just lost so much space, but the defenders not capitalizing on it, obviously not knowing that they're just so crunched up near mid.
Attackers not sure what to do. We have this team splitting up into 2.
And NRX will be holding into the Yoru, but playing from such a long range, what can the Bucky do? And another peek coming out into mid, getting the kill as well. The Omen on top of this spot. The peek coming in, and the defenders just doing so well, playing patiently, and the flash will probably come out, and I think they will go down here. The blind comes out, but he's jumping through and able to get another kill. Spike Chuckles, but will probably go down to the... Oh, he's not able to land the shots. And on the classic pistol, he's just having so much
The
trouble.
reload fight. Oh no.
And the defenders capitalize, making it a 5-9. An advantage for them into this game so far.
Defenders showing a huge difference of game 1, rotating super quickly and positioning way better when they get a catch.
And now they are hovering towards his A site. But wow, absolutely incredible performances coming from some of the defenders players to hold site, make sure no one gets through, getting absolutely insane 3Ks to just stop.
Attackers doing
right in their
hard rush A long.
And the fast push comes in. And Raze is gonna throw the nade, but has her back towards long, but luckily will not get peeked out in that time. But will get spotted out, and obviously the rifles being better from that range will be able to get that kill. The defenders are on the retake, but the attackers still aren't on site yet. And let's see if Reyna can hold this position. She is blinded, not able to get one, will be instantly traded out as the flash comes in. And Namjoon is just getting so much on the rifle, but will again go down to the Ares once again. If he just honestly sticks to these rifles, he would be performing so much better, but it does seem like he really wants to play around those shotguns and knife kills. And the flash coming in, spots one out truck, is waiting for the peek, able to get the shot, but will be instantly traded out, and Ben able to get that final kill, making the score a 6-9.
Omen, very good smoker for A. Managed to take out Heaven, and yeah, he smoked out Heaven and he funneled all of them into the other entrance, and they just focused their efforts there. And it didn't even matter when everybody eventually pushed because they were just alone after all the picks.
Let me take a quick look onto the scoreboards here. 6-9 score.
Get out of my way.
Omen doing an early peek short.
But still plays it from a safe enough angle where she won't get just instantly caught out. The blind comes out. Who's gonna catch it? You're out is going to get one. But will be flashed out, but the flash is behind her. And the attacker's just gonna play a little bit off to save her angles here. And they know that the Omen smokes are coming, so they have 3 rotating over, but the smoke seemed to have been faked.
Attackers predicting a rotate onto A and trying to rotate C. Nobody is on C. They will be able to get a successful side take.
But the ultimate comes out for Spike
Sky
Chuckles, and they will know that
ulting.
there are people coming onto C.
Found
The
one.
attacker's
Ray's
a little
continuing
bit
to stick
scared.
A in case it was a fake, but it's not, and now they're rotating.
But the attacker's a little bit scared, knowing that the Sky
Found
ultimate
one.
and able to get one Spike Chuckles onto that. But will be instantly traded out, and NRX also being traded out instantly. It's a 2v3 situation. And Ben running out of bullets, and
Chamber and Sky stuck in a very bad angle in C main.
and they will go down here. 6-10 now. And just really, there's just so much has changed from this first game that we just watched. Obviously there are a couple players on the attackers right now, Team 3, that are playing a little bit of an off-roll agent that they are not used to, but even then, the defenders look so much stronger than they did in the first map. A lot more
I feel like the attackers, if one of them gets picked out, the whole plan just crumbles. They retreat to another site. But at that point, it's just like the start of the round.
And
But
the
just as a 4v5.
yeah, and the defenders just playing so patiently onto really good areas where the attackers are just forgetting to clear, and they just win the gunfights, having advantage onto the peaks. So many people onto the C-long.
Who's next?
Maybe the dog
Omen
will come out.
smoking off C-long.
But Yora's gonna use his ultimate and will probably spot out this Omen, but right outside of range, and he's going to go for the kill with the judge, and he's gonna get the kill on the judge finally with that Yora ultimate. But Spike Juggle's holding her so powerfully, but once again, we'll just
Very
go down.
unfortunate ability usage time.
And it's a 3v3 situation, and the Sage Rest is available, but will peek out before the Reyna blind is fully intact.
Sage having a Bucky long, not the best weapon to have.
But and the flash not spotting, so they're not gonna clear it because the flash didn't get it, but the kill is not gonna go over to her. And NRX just a little bit in a tough situation, having a Bucky, obviously a long range gun, but Ben is so low. If he just peeks into Ben first, maybe he'll be able to get a pick off. But let's see where the attackers choose to retreat over to once they leave the site. He's able to get one. Will he able to get another? He gets two! And he's able to get onto the bomb now. He's going to try and stick it halfway. Here's the chamber coming around, but Steppy plays a smart, goes onto Logs, able to get the kill onto NRX. But absolutely insane Bucky flick from NRX, and Steppy barely makes it out alive.
That was a great thing to do with the Bucky, pushing onto site and making sure the distance with the Bucky was closed and making it not obsolete.
And really good performance from NRX here. He really denied the attackers from just being able to capitalize on that, make their econ a little bit stronger, collect that money.
However, unfortunately, the defenders do have to light by.
Let's see what the attacker strategy here is now.
Attackers just firing gunshots all across the map. Defenders having a tough time knowing where they are, with Sage jump peeking A long.
But the defenders are on a little bit of a not
Raze.
optimal buy, and
Hearing the jet queue.
they're going to miss the mid peak, but it's gonna spot it out. But so much damage coming in, it's not ready for that. Spike Chuck is holding with the Ares. We'll just spray it down, able to get the kill. The Ares just such an abused gun. But Namjoon Vanessa coming around here, really try and go for this knife here. I feel like he definitely could. Oh, but he panics and goes for the shot anyways. One backside, another one backside, and is able to get those kills, but will be instantly traded out. And that's another one going for the attackers. They're really bringing this one close.
Offense getting some momentum.
I totally thought Austin was gonna go for that knife, actually, right there. Had a really good flank right there, but not able to secure it. Obviously, panicking, not knowing that anyone was inside this one, and just sprays it down with the gun. And here we have Fayad's going in for the next round.
You know, DK, I haven't seen your buy shorty since.
Yeah, maybe
Does
shotgun's
he not want that
coming up.
boba?
Maybe. Unsure. If he got a knife kill, the boba might have been coming out, but he panics and goes for the shot instead. So,
I guess he thinks a win's better than boba.
and the sky flash doesn't come through.
Go get him.
But she's a little bit exposed to short, but still, luckily not going to be peeked off. On top of the wall is this jet, but obviously not able to enter off for short because of that wall.
Attackers getting information that Raze is at A.
And that utility is just so strong, it makes it so hard to push a site. And they are taking complete garage control, and there was a dual mid, so much damage coming out onto the Reyna. But Yoru is close here. He's gonna get one, is he able to assassinate another? He's gonna get two!
Spike down.
Spike Chuck was able to get the kill, and he's gonna peek out once again. A 3k going in for Namjoon Vanessa. Will he be able to get the ace? He has the ultimate and the flash available. All of his G2 is available. He's gonna get 4. Is he able to get the ace? Last one towards mid, he knows. And he's able to get the ace!
5 more. We can do this again.
Oh my goodness.
Absolutely amazing positioning, and to just out aim everyone, knowing exactly where they are and firing straight onto their heads. He gets the ace.
Wow. Is that the first ace of the tournament?
I think so.
Wow.
I feel like we have yet to see an ace, but Namjoon Vanessa gets it and brings him to the top of the scoreboard for his team just off that round.
Namjoon Vanessa is showing why he's why he's able to carry that name.
We do see the dog coming out. He's gonna spot out, gonna get the stun and an instant trade out from
Coordinated
Namjoon Vanessa.
push.
But one's on C, but will barely miss it out. The flash comes through, and the Reyna can't see, but will turn away from it. But Namjoon and Vanessa are able to get another one. Will he just absolutely turn the tide of the tournament after he picked it up? But he will go down to that Bucky, and not be able to instantly trade it out.
Spike planted.
And just looking really tough for the defenders after Namjoon Vanessa decide to.
Omen holding a pixel peek.
And then, let's see. It's a little bit tough with the Marshall. Steppy able to get the kill onto NRX. The upjump coming in. They do say that Jet is the best flash available, but we'll be able to get one of the classic pistol. And Ben trying to get the knife kill. And he will get it! He's getting the knife kill, and the round is won. Some free boba being smelled on the horizon for Ben here.
5 ults on offense, 4 ults on defense. This next round might be a chaotic one. Let's see how this plays out. We can see some earlier chamber setups on the offense. Maybe to catch out any potential flanks.
You want to play? Let's play.
And the immediate chamber ultimate coming out.
I've got your
I
trail.
hear the dog. And Omen's going to... Oh, but the cabbage is coming for her. She runs away from the cabbage. Pick on for the defenders onto the
Site
attackers.
take.
No more flanks coming in for Namja Finesser. The defenders have realized what he has been doing this whole time.
Chamber getting information that there's at least one person on flank.
And Omen will get flashed out, but not able to go down
player
quickly
standing.
enough and not be able to get the trade. It's a 1v3 situation.
Attackers know
Raze
exactly where Raze is.
And Raze is on the judge just here, right by herself. And Chambers just holding it with his ultimate, so it's gonna be really tough for Raze to get a good angle here, especially if Chamber plays from a really far angle. Haven Boba redeemed by Ben. 3 assassinations still redeemable. But they do run into this Raze. She could potentially get some kills here. And the updraft comes in, but the trigger patience, she's gonna wait for it. And will get beat up, but Ben is ready to clear it and
Very
able to
unfortunate.
clutch it out. The
Gun
defender is just not... They lost complete control of this going onto the defender side. Obviously, Haven being an attack side map. And now they just don't have the most ideal buyouts going into this round that could potentially be match point for the attackers. And Namja Finesser really turning it around after choosing to just pick up the rifles and drop the shotguns. Getting nearly, I think, 7 kills in these past 2 to 3 rounds. Absolutely stellar performance.
Attackers going with their more traditional strategy with Yoru on flank and 4 attackers just grouped together. Though it does seem Chambers pushing up to mid.
But no one is yet to drop. Flash will not spot out Spike Chamber.
Who's next?
Who is sitting close. Let's see if Raze will know that there's one long though. They're spraying her, seeing her gun peek out, but no damage done to her yet. And she just throws out the nade. But
Yoru attempting to get a shorty kill.
the flank coming in from the Omen ultimate. The defenders weren't ready for that. It's a 3v4 situation, making it a little bit tough for them on the retake.
I guess the A's wasn't enough. He has to get a shorty kill.
See a push in from the Reyna. Will be able to get one. Will be instantly traded out. Nope. Will not be able to get one. And Enrak's just spamming below hell. And not Josh at 3 kills. But Ben knows where exactly he is. But will go down. But instantly Nabi on the jet trading it out. And let's see what the defenders will do with their loadouts going into this match point round for the attackers. And let's see. Another question that still stands. Will Namja Finesser finally be able to get his assassination kill?
Get out of my way.
Let's see what the movement strategy is going to be here. There's a lot of hovering towards the middle of the site. Will we see one of the first B takes coming into this tournament? Seems like most teams try to avoid taking this B site. And we will see Reyna peeking in here. And so much damage done, but she doesn't know the chamber's already in. Reloads, thinking.
An unexpected angle by Chamber, and B is now secured.
And your Namja Finesser tried to get that flank kill once again, but Omen was able to react quickly enough. And it's a retake for the defenders, but looking a little bit tough. But Raze does have the ultimate. Maybe just throw it backside, but not able to hit behind the box was the issue. Not able to do any damage. And
Omen
it does
super
seem to
low
be-
against 4.
It does seem to be a really tough situation, and I think they are trying to opt for this knife kill potentially. Chamber having the knife out does get the angle. We'll get one, but we'll be blinded out, and they're trying to get the knife kill, and they're trying to return with the knife, and Ben is adding another knife kill to end the game.
13-10. GG Team 3.
Honestly, really strong performance coming in from both teams, but wow.
Team 3 is your 3rd place winner.
Just
Congrats.
Namja Finesser really pulling it together towards the later ends of those rounds, and there you have it. There's our 3rd place match of the tournament.
A super close game.
Yeah, Ben getting 2 kills actually with the knife and winning out the rounds as well. Maybe it was the training that he got from playing CSGO, the knife. I mean, DC comment saying that Ben deserves 2 bobas. And Austin deserves not able to get his knife kills or assassinations.
You could see that last desperation kill from Namja Finesser, barely putting out his shorty in time on his last ult.
Yep. And we do see all the players coming back in. And Cody, if you have any questions, if you could start off our questioning segment for us for the players.
For sure. Let's see. Team 1. I have a question to ask for NRX.
What's up?
Alright, what's up, man? Early in the round, as offense, you actually placed a lot of good walls on A and from C to garage, winning many rounds for you. Now what I'm trying to go is, like, how did you find out about those walls? Did you just experiment in a custom game?
Oh no, I watch a lot of competitive.
You watch a lot of competitive? Who do you learn that from?
Just watching like VCT.
Ah, I see. Learn from the pros.
Yeah.
Alright, DK. I'll leave you to ask the next question.
Alright. Obviously, a huge person to watch. Namja Finesser here. Just 2
Yes,
quick
sir.
questions. One about what was going through your mind with all those shotgun buys, and then the second question, obviously, being you got the one and only ace into the tournament. Just maybe go through your thought process, how you're feeling while that ace was happening.
I first and foremost, I gotta give a shout out to our leader, Kylie Rowe. The reason why we won this tournament, I dedicate this win to her. Also, I was told that if I get 3 shotgun assassinations, that I would get boba, and as an addict, I need boba. So I was trying very hard, but I think I bought a shorty like every round for the last like 8 rounds, but unfortunately I could not get it done. I saw we were down a few rounds, so I had to, focus up a little bit, take out the Vandal, get a quick ace, and then I started to focus back on the shorties, but unfortunately I could not get it done.
Really strong performance in that ace. We saw all of it. Your flank in through garage. They just weren't ready for it, and you were able to get all those kills for that ace. But thank you for your response. Cody, take us on to the next question, please.
Okay. Steppy, if I could ask you a few questions.
Hello?
Hello. So
Sir.
through game 1 and game 2, you actually had a lot of game awareness, making sure to cancel out any flanks that the enemy had, or just blocking out information in general. Well, first up, I would like to praise you about that, but here's my actual question.
Mhm.
What was in your mind when you knew like these agents were in certain spots? Did you communicate it to your team, or did you just position yourself?
I mean, like I told my team, but like I was pretty confident that like I could just kill them like right there.
Nice. I love to see that, man.
Yeah.
Alright, DK. Do you have any more questions?
I do. For the jet pick onto this Haven map, Navi, Ash, just really interesting to see on the jet pick. And actually a lot of unique picks coming in from your team. A lot of move arounds between the positions. What was going through your team's discussion while you guys are making these picks onto the agents?
I mean, our team already established that our #1 priority is to just have fun. So we were just like, we'll just switch up all our roles. And I decided I was gonna play Jet because I'm normally not a Jet player. So if I made anything I made any questionable plays, you guys know why. And I was kind of glitching out. Well, not making excuses. But yeah, we just wanted to have fun. It also worked out how there were like an ace and several nice kills. Yeah, that's kind of how our team played tonight.
Yeah, it's really interesting to see you play, Jet. It was, I think you did fine. Really want to see more of this in the future, but thank you for your response. And I guess with that, we will be closing out this third place match. Really good performances from both teams, and thank you everyone for coming. Later at 9, we will be having our finals match between teams 2 and 4 who did win previously on Thursday and Friday. So tune in for that as well. But for now, we will be having a break between these two games. But
Great game to Team 1 and Team 3. Very close game 2. And a strong mental from Team 1 in game 1. Well played.
And with that, thank you everyone, and we'll see you soon.